Jacqueline Tacarante with JMT Media, and I am here at the Staten Island Board of Realtors Expo that's happening today at the Hilton Garden in one of our favorite spots and major community sponsors. I am here with Mr. Matthew Lenza,
right.
attorney at law. So Lenza Law, talk to us a little bit about your business, because real estate, attorney, lending, we were just talking to a mortgage broker that it can be overwhelming when you get your first mortgage. You have to have an attorney. And can you talk to us about why a real estate attorney is different than a regular attorney?
Sure. So as real estate attorneys, what we really do is we become specialists in taking the deal from when the brokers put it together. Then we start working with the mortgage brokers. Then we kind of take it there and we work out the legalese, make sure that the contracts are suitable for all parties involved.
Yeah.
And then we basically are dotting I's, crossing T's, and most importantly, making sure the money gets where it has to go.
And protecting
Correct.
the buyer of the home. So how do you even get into that world, the real estate like attorney? Because that's a different kind of industry. Even though it's in the attorney kind of lane, it's totally separate and it's a specialty, correct?
Sure, absolutely. I think it's more of a personality thing, right?
Yeah.
I think everybody, when you get into any field, you kind of gravitate into a subset that's going to suit your personality right. So for me, I'm a little more easygoing, thorough.
Sure.
So it suits what I do. So I've been able to be very successful in it as a big part of my practice. Other people would maybe find it very boring and tedious, but you really just have to, like they say, you find something that you enjoy doing, you're not working, right?
That's right. Now, talk to me about your business. When did you start? How did you start? All that fun stuff.
Well, I was actually licensed as an attorney when I was 23 years old. It was really
Congratulations.
weird.
Congratulations. Oh my, so you're like
strange.
brilliant too.
So, no.
Okay,
but,
so you're brilliant.
So all
Got
my
it.
friends were going out and having fun, and I was waking up for work in the law firm in the morning. But,
That's awesome.
But yeah, so I kind of went out on my own maybe, I want to say about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And then it becomes a lot more running the business side of it too. Now you're not getting a paycheck, now you're doing your thing. So went out on my own, and I had a whole scale mapped out, how quick I was going to grow. That got destroyed and shattered.
Of course.
And then,
as with most small businesses, right? You have a plan, you're like, oh wait,
That's
do
right.
it again, do it again,
That's
do it
right.
again. Yep.
But it just blew up exponentially on me. Now I have, a couple employees, a huge office suite right next door at 1110. And
oh, I love it.
The world is my oyster.
I love it. I love it. And now I also noticed on your card that you do elder law and
Sure.
estate planning. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I think a lot of times young adults, when I say young adults, anybody under 45 is not thinking about planning for wills, real estate planning. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Sure. For younger people, I actually have a book on Amazon specifically.
Oh.
Okay. So my book on Amazon is exactly that, estate planning for younger families.
Oh,
because,
I love it.
Right, when you get into your 60s, 70s, you start thinking about mortality, right?
Yeah.
But when you're 40 and you have young kids, it's something that's very important to think about. If something happens, God forbid, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And I practice very simply, saying that I'm not going to involve somebody who is 35, 40 years old with some complicated multi-layered estate plan. Let's just get something set up nice and easy so that your bases are covered, and something that can evolve when you do get older and so it's set up right.
Hey y'all, this is Jacqueline Tacarante with JMT Media, and we are here at the Staten Island Board of Realtors at the Hilton for this year's annual expo and convention/networking event. And I am here with someone that I got to meet online, but finally in person, in the flesh.
Here I am.
I'm so glad. Okay, so you are with U.S. Mortgage Corporation. So give us the 30-second pitch about what y'all do.
Sure. So, Jacqueline, thank you very much. Glad to be here. Fabulous to finally meet you in person.
I know.
So, I am Tim Kennedy. I'm the Director of Training and Business Development with U.S. Mortgage Corporation. We are a we're a national bank. Licensed in 48 states, including the District of Columbia. So we're just not a local, mom and pop operation. We're a national bank. Our corporate office is in Melville.
Okay.
Right? You're familiar with Melville?
No.
Middle of Long Island type of thing?
Oh, yes, on the train.
There you go.
On the train.
Yeah. And then we also have a branch here on Staten Island.
I heard.
And the branch address, because I don't know if I'm from Long Island, is 1847 Victory Boulevard.
Okay.
And our branch manager is Ellie Calamaris.
I got to meet Ellie, y'all, on a video, and she was so fabulous, and she can help you with your business.
So let me tell you something a little bit about Ellie. Ellie's been with the company, I believe, almost 20 years.
Wow, that's
17,
a long time.
18 years.
That's a really long time.
She, out of the 150 or so mortgage loan originators that we have with the country, she's top 3.
Wow.
She's part of the Chairman's Club. So if there's somebody out there that needs a mortgage or a refinance, they should be calling Ellie Calamaris at U.S. Mortgage Corporation. She's fabulous.
Now, can you talk a little bit about when people say, hey, we do mortgages, are you talking just commercial, just real estate? And what does that mean when people say full service, right?
So at U.S. Mortgage Corporation, we have a very simple philosophy. Everybody deserves a roof over their head.
Oh, I like that.
So we do primarily residential mortgages, but we do commercial stuff.
Sure.
But as far as products are concerned, everybody deserves a roof over their head. So our veterans, we do veteran loans. Our seniors. We specialize in reverse mortgages for seniors to help them age in place, maintain financial independence. We do renovation loans.
I love it.
203K and all the other renovation products out there. We're also a big supporter of Sony May, the state of New York, mortgage assistance programs, down payment assistance programs.
Oh, that's amazing.
For our first-time home buyers. How can we help them get into homes? Well, we can help them get down payment assistance programs. So we cover the whole gamut of loan products that are out there.
I love that. I love that because a lot of times, I bought my first home 7 years ago, and it's a daunting, overwhelming process, right?
Yeah.
All you're told is have good credit, have money to put down. Nobody tells you about the process of closing fees, attorneys, inspectors, and so I love that
it's very overwhelming.
Yes. So I love that the Expo is providing you all of these different resources and tools so you can get your first mortgage. So can you talk a little bit about kind of your role at U.S. Mortgage?
Sure. So I'm with the company 13 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I've been in the mortgage business 25 years.
That's a very long time.
It's a very long time. Listen, I'm only 26,
So you're a money's guy.
There you go.
Money's guy. I love it.
And with U.S. Mortgage Corporation, my other responsibilities are training.
Okay.
So the new loan officers that come in.
Yeah.
So training on the systems and then the products and the tools that we have to help them grow their business.
Got it.
And then business development. How can we help the realtors here on Staten Island, part of Cyborg, how can we help them build their business? And I assist Ellie and the other realtors on Staten Island to help them build their business. Because without them, what are we doing here?
Exactly.
Right? So the idea is for us, and our philosophy at U.S. Mortgage Corporation, is to help the realtors, help our referral partners build their business.
I love it. I love it. So how can folks follow you, whether it's on social media, online? How can people find y'all?
Sure. So it's www.usmortgage.com.
Okay.
And if you wanted to reach out to Ellie, it'd be /Ellie.Calamaris.
Oh, okay.
But we do have a branch office here on Staten Island on Victory Boulevard.
Victory Boulevard. Let me see her card.
Sure.
We're going to just remind folks that Ellie is on 1847 Victory Boulevard here on Staten Island.
Yep, it's fabulous. And she's a Chairman's Club member. She's
look, I love when women rule the world. So now not only are we ruling media, we're ruling mortgages. Just saying. Thank you so much.
Jacqueline, thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Of course.
And I'll see you around the trade show.
I know. So stay tuned, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Hey, y'all. This is Jacqueline Tacarante from JMT Media, and I am here with the amazing chairwoman for the Staten Island Board of Realtors Expo events that's happening, Miss Fran Reale. I am so excited that you're here. First off, I've been following you. I love that you're an entrepreneur, but let's start with the basics. So tell us about what's happening here today.
Okay, well today we have over 120 vendors, all different kinds of vendors, so that it wasn't just the same old, and a lot of interaction, a lot of speaking, mini seminars, lots of interaction, which was really important, and some amazing food.
I saw and tasted.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
Your son said earlier that he got his entrepreneur spirit from you, his mom, and so I think that is so incredible that you instilled that in your four children.
We did. Each one of them has that definite entrepreneurial spirit. And now so do my grandchildren, which some of my sons and daughter-in-laws are going, what are we going to do? And today I just got a call from one of our grandsons out in Arizona because he wants to start investing in real estate. He's 18.
Oh, wow.
God bless him. So he said, Grandma, I need to know everything about it. So I said, well, I can't do it today because I'm a little on the business side. I said, but we'll sit down, we'll talk about it, we'll put the pen to the paper and see where we land.
I love it. So talk to me about, you said you started this 42 years ago.
Yeah.
Why and how? And I say this respectfully, real estate is such a hard business, but it's very rewarding, I could tell.
I'll give you that story. It's very, very plain how it happened. I had worked for several other people doing all different kinds of things. I did not know what I wanted to be when I grow up. So I have a lot of talents. I recognize God's gifts, and so I have a lot of talents that I like to use. And I had a problem with someone, and I left a position. I was at one of our son's baseball games, and a woman whose brother owned a real estate firm said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Right now I'm just on a hiatus." And she said, "Well, why don't you go into real estate?" And I said, "Are you crazy? The lady who sold us our house was like a troll. She was horrible. She cheated us. She did this." I was like, ah. So she said, "Well, instead of just complaining about it, why don't you just fix it?"
Yeah.
And I said, that was one of the few times I've been speechless. And I said, you're right. So at that time, there was no real estate school. There was none of that. You sent your way to the Department of State. Several weeks later, they sent you a mimeograph stapled down the center book that you had to study, and 3 days later you went and took the test in the city, and I threw up all the way into Manhattan on the Staten Island ferry because I'm not a good test taker, and I passed on the first time, and that was the start of it.
I love it.
And everybody thought I was nuts because the interest rates at that time were 18 and 19%.
We just had a banker that was here from Citizens Bank. He mentioned to us that he spent 20 years in the business and that it was 18, 19%. And I'm like, people now are complaining at 5 1/4 or 5
Because they're spoiled with the lower rates.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But I quickly learned how to buy down rates, how to offer points, have the homeowner offer points to help with the money. I grew into the business, and I love it. And I love it because I actually can see, sometimes you go into people's homes and it's a sad situation, but you can help them. Then it's a happy situation, but still help them.
Yeah.
So I love helping people, which is quite evident. So
for everybody that's tuning in, can you let us know where can people find you?
very easily, I'm splattered everywhere. But basically, we're in New Jersey and we're in Staten Island. Our base office is Staten Island, and we can be reached at the office at 718-442-5200, and we're on the corner of Quinlan and Victory.
Okay.
Not too far from Alfonso's. Everybody kind of knows Alfonso's. And we're at 1958 Victory Boulevard. And we would love any entrepreneurs out there that are thinking about a career in real estate. We would love to do the mentoring. I just finished my course to become a certified New York State real estate trainer.
Ooh.
So I'm very excited about that.
Oh, so you fancy now.
I'm fancy schmancy.
You're fancy schmancy now. I love it. First off, the fact that you remembered the phone number to your office, I think there was only one other person. So that's amazing. That's amazing. All right, so look, folks, you got to make sure that you tune in to everything that's happening, not only on JMT Media, but also Safari Real Estate. Lots of updates, lots of community engagement happening, and you got to do it to be it. So be in it. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, social media, and the gram.
I have to add one more thing. Starting September, I'm going to start a podcast.
Ooh.
Called A Life in the Real Estate World.
a life in the real estate world. You heard it here, folks, live. It's happening. It's happening. Make sure to tune in. Thanks so much. Bye.